Hi folks, Michael Robinson here with michaelrobinsonart.com. Welcome to another episode of the Story Behind the Painting. Today's episode features one of the paintings that's deeply personally important to me. It's called The Seduction of Mimi. We're going to meet Mimi in a moment, but the reason I wanted to tell you about this, the story behind it, in this particular one, when I say it's important to me, is it imbues my philosophy of life, the theory of evolution, the transhumanist revolution we're going through right now, how we got from the caves to going to outer space. My personal own belief is that there is a higher power, there is meaning to life, and it's our job, not just our destiny, but it's our duty to extend our intelligence as far out into the universe as we possibly can, right? We're it. We've been looking for intelligent life all over the universe for decades. Not much of a sign of one right now, so it's it. Now, let's get started and meet Mimi, our central character. Here she is. You can see that she's a mermaid, but she's also a robot. Let me roll this up a little closer to you. Let's start with Mimi's head. She's got like a robot face, like R2-D2 or something like that. Up here to me, you're open to interpretation. Of course, to me, this is like the skull cap with inside we have computers and AI and things like that that are driving her. I just thought this picture frame really set her off very nicely, as though it were not the Mona Lisa, but it kind of was reminiscent of portraits of beautiful women. Right here, this is an inscription, and I do this a lot in paintings, either with my titles or on the paintings themselves. It's an allusion to the song in this particular case. It says, "Oh my dear, heaven is a big bang now." And that's important because basically what we're talking about is how we got from the Big Bang to being able to communicate on Instagram Live. It's pretty cool when you think about the technology that we've gone through, right? Here, the writing is AIV4. So obviously that's the fourth version of artificial intelligence. And I use 4 because a lot of people think we're in the 4th industrial revolution that's being driven by technology and the fusion of our intelligence with robotics, advanced AI, and things like that. Okay, through supercomputing. Here is her. I love this tail. I think it's really, really, really beautiful here. This up here in her heart is obviously, to me, I mean, it's open to interpretation. To me, the heart is a mechanical structure. Like humans are alive today because they have mechanical hearts, heart transplants and things like that. So we've given this bot, AI, a skull cap. She's got synthetic biology in here, right? This is synthetic biology. This is the march of time, but if you could get closer, you'd see that the clock is actually backwards. In some ways, technology, what am I saying here? Well, technology is often very disruptive, and that's kind of it. It's also sort of a joke. Over here, down here we have the wave at the bottom here. You can see it. Let me roll this back. This blue wave, to me, again, everything's open to your own interpretation, but to me, this wave signifies how life came from the ocean, right? Probably fish first, then we came on to Earth. We ended up in the caves, then we built rocket ships and flew out into the heavens. So on the side of this painting, right here, is where the wave ends with a white cap. So it's like a technology wave, if you will. It's the human wave. Also the modern wave of technology that we're at right now. I mentioned leaving the caves, right? So this right here is the horse. I very rarely try to do something that's, close to the original. I like to have fun with it. But this horse I felt was important because this is the depiction of the horse that's in the cave at Lascaux, right? I added this @ sign to bring us back to modern times, right? We're all like, out there in the herd, as it were, trying to distinguish ourselves using hashtags and @ signs. Down here is the formula, E=mc². But let me see if you can get this a little bit closer. This thing in here is that swirl. It's like the mystery swirl. Like back in the day, and they would do this thing like on movies or cartoons, like, whoa, weird stuff. So I just thought that was funny. Here's the rocket, right? In the caves, we were going out and thinking of the heavens, okay? So this guy here is for comic relief. This is Kilroy. Kilroy was a famous cartoon character in World War II. The soldiers all over Europe would go around and write, Kilroy was here. And what I'm saying is, Kilroy has always been here, all the way back to the caves. Pretty cool. I just thought it was kind of funny, right? People go, what? Kilroy? What's he doing here? Here we have the hand. the hand of the human race, and the eye, the all-seeing eye. Up here, we have, to me, this represents the citadel or the city of commerce. If I could get this just a little bit closer to you. Yeah, there we go. It says Target, but it's intentionally misspelled. This says Costco, but I've cut out part of the word there. Sears, I just thought it was funny to call it Sears, like that's what we are. We're looking through telescopes at the universe. And then we have the stock symbol for Amazon and Apple. Back here is the 8-ball. I just thought that was kind of funny. It's a infinity symbol turned this way, but it also means the 8-ball. I really like this part right here where it says saves. Like if you were in a city, New York or wherever, you'd look out and you'd see like a cross where Jesus saves. I left Jesus out because I wanted this to be non-denominational, but really it's kind of like the clash between the spirit world, which the cross represents, and the citadel of commerce. All of us have, in parts of our lives, we are going to have to strike that balance between our spiritual needs, our soul, what we need in our soul, but I got to make a lot of money. So I just thought that was really a curious combination. I'll let you folks decide what this yellow airplane represents as it's flying toward the cross. Up here we have a satellite. We have satellites all over, thousands of satellites out there, right? Low Earth orbit, way out there, going all out into the depths of the universe. And so I gave these guys, these were like the antennas that are talking to this up here, and we'll talk about that in a second. Inside of here is a totem. It's an ancient figure. And I'm saying here that the ancients also, going back way before the Greeks, but definitely to the Egyptians, the ancients were obsessed with the meaning of life, how we got here, and where we're going. And we still are obsessed to this day, right? Viktor Frankl wrote Man's Search for Meaning about that very topic. One of my favorite books. Up here, we have, in my mind, it's the eye of the universe. Again, everything's open to your own interpretation. To me, I'm saying this is kind of the designer. It's us looking into the universe, into the deep space, but also this sense that we feel on some level that some element of the universe is looking back at us. Most of us have some belief that there is some kind of a higher power, and we're also trying as a species, Earth, humans, to find out if there are other intelligent beings out there. So to me, this was kind of the portal that we go through on our search for meaning, our search for discovery, why we keep going deeper and deeper with probes, looking for life forms. We're talking about colonizing Mars, which would be a huge step in the evolution of the human race. So, I'm Michael Robinson. I want to thank you once again for joining me here. MichaelRobinsonArt.com. This print is available for you in a wide variety of styles. Acrylic, paper, framed, unframed, canvas wrap, metal, wood, and all kinds of stuff. Lots of different sizes. So once again, Michael Robinson, thanks so much for joining me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.